This is the TJ Show. Thinking back to last week, the way that whole PeTA saga unfolded, B-Boy Logic, one of my favorite people that calls this show, ripped Kenny apart. It was probably the highlight of my weekend
great.
thinking
it was
about
awesome.
that. Yeah, but anyway, very controversial for some reason. Because Kenny, the reason why this all started, you said to B-Boy, please don't say kill two birds with one stone.
Instead, you should say feed two birds with one scone.
And so PETA hears it. They start celebrating Kenny. And man, people are still calling about this.
Hi, TJ. This is Leanne. Just calling because I was just listening to your show. And I'm a little confused as to the person that was so happy that somebody used the phrase, feed two birds with one scone
That's Kenny, by the way.
instead of kill two birds with one stone. I'm just dumbfounded, and I don't know what twilight zone I'm living in, but I'm a Gen Xer, and we don't need to be offended by everything. Do they understand what an idiom is? An idiom means that it's not literally killing two birds with one stone.
Leanne, so they know that. Like, I think the thing we've discovered about PETA over the years is they know how to get headlines, and they know how to get people upset with, oh, well, you've gone too far over the line. But we talked to them, if you missed the interview, they are very down-to-earth people, at least with my experience. Their goal is not to necessarily annoy us, it's to capture our attention so we start thinking about animals.
Do you remember they made headlines because they advocated for getting rid of the fake horses on merry-go-rounds or carousels?
Right.
I don't think they really care about that, but they got headlines and it's getting people talking about their mission, which is just to be kinder to animals.
Right.
To kill two birds with one stone means to get more than one thing accomplished with, the effort that you're going to need to get those things done with.
Right. I know. We know that's right.
I'm just sitting here and I had to call. I'd love to chat more about what idioms are and really just kind of
This has to be a local English teacher, right?
I love her.
get the other side of this and how we need to stop being so sensitive over every little word that people say.
No, listen, I still say beat a dead horse. I still say kill two birds with one stone.
Feed a fed horse.
But that could be painful. If the horse is already fed, why do you want to keep feeding them?
That's right. Exactly.
I also think it's because they why use the term that's so aggressive towards animals? Why not change it?
Well,
You
because nobody's actually saying be aggressive towards the animals. Like, nobody wants to kill two birds.
right, but why should we say it if we don't have to? Why couldn't we just
There's more than one way to peel a potato.
see?
Skin the cats out here.
Hey, it's John Taylor. I'm from Teasdale, Mississippi, outside Charleston. Listen to your show every day. Heard about the PETA guy talking. What PETA stands for is people eating tasty animal.
See, very passionate about. No,
Now
that's not.
offensive.
That's not what it stands
I'm
for.
offended.
We've got Grace in Louisiana. Hey, Grace.
Hi.
Tell me, what is the most exciting part of your life right now?
Well, I started a new job, so I've been tuning into the show more.
Oh, cool. Hey, we'll take it. So
That's
what
amazing.
what is the new job? What is it exactly?
You work to make paper bags. Pretty much anything that you've gotten at any fast food restaurant ever has probably been made at this company.
Paper bags at fast food places. Yeah, I appreciate those, especially the Chick-fil-A ones where they've got all the pretty colors on it and they've got cows and cartoons.
Oh, yeah. Well, we program them to, print out everything to look nice, and if they don't, we have this thing called an adjuster knob, and it kind of just wiggles the paint around until it looks pretty.
Someone needs to do that job. We need something to hold our chicken nuggets and spicy chicken sandwiches in. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Chick-fil-A over the weekend, actually, and someone got pulled over. So a cop was chasing them, and I was parked waiting for my food. And this lady barrels into the parking lot and then parks real fast. And the cop stops right in the middle of the parking lot. And he just shakes his head like, where were you going? Like, what? Is this where we were all going?
She had a mobile pickup she had to get.
I was hungry.
I mean, I guess she really wanted those nuggets.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and they gave her a ticket. And then, like, it was so awkward because the Chick-fil-A people had to come out and be like, excuse me. They had to tell the officer, you're in the way. Can you move out of the way?
That is bothersome. Sometimes I have seen where some officers will pull somebody over or, but it stops traffic. And I'm like, this is causing an issue. Just scoot it over just a little bit. Scoot. Just a little scooch,
Because you could at least, like, stop them not in the way of my breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, it was such an awkward thing because the woman pulled into a spot where she had nowhere to go. So then the cop was blocking her from, like, backing out and making a run for it. But then the guy was blocking the entrance. So people are so weird. They see a cop, then they keep driving. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You were just going to go to Chick-fil-A. What are you hiding? Like, can't you go in the other entrance?
I'm going in.
Yeah. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Yes.
No cop's going to stop me from getting inside the Chick-fil-A. But anyway, we are very happy that you're making those paper bags and keep making them. At least it's not plastic bags, right? You're doing something good there.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't think I could do that.
Congratulations on the new job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I like that. You took a hard stand. I could never make a plastic bag, but a paper one. Grace, thanks so much for listening to our show.
You're welcome.
You keep doing what you're doing and be safe out there, okay?
I'll do my best.
Have fun.
I'll try not to get taken over by any robots.
Yes, definitely try. Try hard, too.
Yeah, it's sad that we have to worry about that, but you stay human, okay?
I'll do my best.
All right. Have a good one,
All right,
Grace.
take care.
Thanks, Grace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
I love that they did this study, behavioral economists, talking about the impact that free samples have on our brain and also just people in general at a place like Costco.
Yes.
Where, Costco's probably the place that's most known for free samples. It's most synonymous.
They do a ton.
Yeah.
Like
and
every day, right?
Right, and there's like multiple samples in like almost every section of the store.
And I do really love it. And so I think it's part of the reason I find this so interesting. So USA Today, they say free samples with a side of serotonin. Welcome to the Costco feeding frenzy. So they break down why people love it so much and why it actually helps the store tremendously. So it says free samples serve as a highly effective marketing tool, prompting shoppers to add unexpected items to their carts. It also cultivates long-term customer loyalty because, like, the perception is, well, they're looking out for me. I got a little block of cheese, of course. It was expensive Parmesan, man. I just got that on the way to the freezer section. The viral trends that have started because of all of these years of free samples, sample culture, as they call it, has inspired internet content where creators spend entire days consuming nothing but Costco samples, often clearing out trays before other shoppers can try them. I guess,
I don't like.
How many are you allowed to have? I usually will only take one, maybe two if I'm feeling good.
I think it's supposed to be just one, but it depends on who's, serving it up.
Right, and if you circle
Whether they
back,
regulate it or
if you
not.
circle back around, is the person giving out the sample going to know that you took one already?
Right. They've seen so many faces.
Right, you can do it several times.
Well, it feels a little vulture-like. You see people, they
for
linger.
sure.
They go, let's see when this tray comes out. And then also, I've noticed, I don't know if you've ever watched people eat the samples. I would encourage you to do this. The way people open their mouth and put stuff in their mouth is very interesting.
I'm not going to do that. That sounds so judgmental.
Well, you just got to see it for yourself.
Yeah, but don't you think you look that way too?
Well, I won't let people see it. So what I do, because I've seen other people open their mouths and look very awkward, and sometimes they miss and they hit the paper instead of like the chip or whatever's in it, and it just looks so goofy. So what I do is like a squirrel. I take my sample and I will pull over to another aisle and eat it in secret. And
that is so weird. You're so concerned about what somebody thinks about you when you're eating something because you're judging other people while they're eating something.
Well, you've got these free sample content creators.
Weird.
I don't want myself filmed on someone's free sample body cam.
No one's filming you. They're too busy stuffing pretzels into their mouth.
I love the pretzel samples. I love them. The allure of free food frequently brings out poor etiquette. See, shoppers sometimes crowd around the tables, block major store aisles, cut lines, or even get into physical altercations. Can you imagine?
My favorite is when I witnessed a Costco employee tell people when the stuff came out of the oven, she was like, "You're not going to fight. Get in the line. I don't care that you haven't had lunch. You're only getting one." And that was the announcement. And everybody got in line and they didn't fight.
That's right. No, you got to treat people like children. It was sometimes. Warehouse workers, speaking of the warehouse workers, and vendors express frustration over members who leave sticky trash and half-eaten samples in their carts or on random shelves, as well as those who make demanding custom food requests. So it's like, just take the sample or don't take it.
Yeah.
Right. But isn't it funny that they've got 1,000 trash cans around that store and people still will put it on the aisle or on the shelf. It's wild. This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
The Final Four for the World Cup is set after the quarterfinals wrapped this weekend. England beat Norway 2-1. Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1. So tomorrow we'll have France versus Spain, and on Wednesday we'll have England versus Argentina.
You guys watching over the weekend?
No.
Heather?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I've watched every game.
Every game?
Yeah. So
Give me the highlight reel.
I mean,
What's the best part of it?
the best part of it, I mean, it's crazy that it is the top 4 teams in the world, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So wait, these were the teams that were predicted to be the finalists?
Favorites.
The favorites for sure. Like Spain and France were definitely favored to win the entire thing. I think Argentina was definitely, up there, but
Isn't that weird that they could predict, based on the stats, exactly how the top 4 would land? Is that normal?
It's not normal. Usually there's one outlier, you know what I mean? Because on any given day, the 5th best team in the world can beat the 1st best team in the world. They're not that far apart.
Sure.
But it is crazy. But they were good games. They were
Good.
exciting games. There was some controversy in some of them, but actually both of them.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the one. So there was a goal kick from Norway, and the goalie hit the ball, and it hit the camera cable, the camera that's like over the field. And isn't that supposed to be a dead ball?
Right. If the ball hits anything outside of the actual game, like even if it hits the ref in the middle of the game, they'll stop the game and just do a dead
Reset
ball
it.
and reset it, right? So what happened was in there, there was a goal kick, it hit the cord, it fell right to an English player's foot, and he just went and ended up scoring a goal. The play should have been stopped.
They gave it to him?
Yeah, they didn't call it. VAR didn't even review it.
What is with
I don't
this?
know. I guess
They want the World Cup to be over. They're like,
Yeah.
let's just hurry this up, please.
Come on, guys, enough already with the
So
ball.
it's controversial, but
Well, yeah, that's
what are you gonna do?
horrible.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
What, because you got a cable? Because you have to record right in the guy's face? Now you get an extra goal? It's crazy.
They ended up winning 2-0. So I don't know.
Well,
There was an interesting thing. So British Airways, the airline, and Norwegian Air, they did a little friendly bet over the England-Norway game. The loser had to change their Instagram logo to the other company's logo for a full day. So Norway did come through after losing the bet, and they had the British Airways logo on their Instagram for 24 hours.
Funny.
well, glad they're having a good time with this.
Right.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to ask you, Heather, because, I bust J-Bo's chops about it because she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but in the NFL, people have been saying that the referees are in the Chiefs' pockets, and I'm hearing a lot of that criticism for Argentina. Do you think that the fix is in? Do they want Argentina to go all the way?
I'm a huge Messi fan, so in turn, I'm an Argentina fan. I always want them to win, and I think for a while I was blind to it, but yeah, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing a lot of calls that maybe should have been made or that aren't being made for other teams. I can't say that if it's being fixed. Obviously, I have no idea. But it does kind of seem that they're getting,
There's a lot of favor.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Sounds like fixed to me.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
If you had to guess, according to TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards, what would you say the nation's best amusement park is?
I'm a Florida girl. I was raised in Florida, so I would say any theme park in Florida.
Turns out the best amusement park in America is not in Florida, nor is it affiliated with Disney or any big company for that matter. It's called Knoebels Amusement Resort in Elysburg, smack dab in the middle of Pennsylvania, and they've been around for more than 100 years.
So this is according to TripAdvisor.
Yeah, and Traveler's Choice, so I guess people voted on the best amusement park in the country, and this is the one they named.
So what stands out about this?
It's free to enter and free parking.
Oh, yeah, okay. Free is
parking
for...
is
Me. Free for me.
Yeah, it's the nation's largest free admission amusement park. Free entry, free parking, several free attractions like their bald eagle habitat and mining museum.
What's the bald eagle habitat? You go to an area, look up in the sky, and hope you see one?
I hope it's free.
They might
do that outside.
Yeah.
No, I think they actually have bald eagles on the property, and you could look at them and learn
Oh, that's
about them.
cute.
And they have their own little habitat, much like a zoo would.
Nice.
It's family owned. It's one of the few long-standing American amusement parks that's still owned and operated by a single family. They're now in their 4th generation
How about that?
of Knoebels running this park. And I guess it's like a carnival where you buy tickets, and if you want to ride on a ride, you purchase tickets. They have ticket books starting at $5, and a ride all day pass is $54.
Wow.
They say going to this place is like stepping back in time, and that's exactly what they're going for.
That's cool. Hey, listen, it's getting pretty rare that you could just walk into a place and be allowed. Anyway, they're about to charge us to start going to the grocery store. That's my feeling.
Yeah, an entry fee.
Just to get in.
Cover charge.
You know, it's funny. There was actually a group of girls that were trying to sell me on a car wash. They were raising money for something, and it was before I went to the grocery store. And I was like, oh my goodness, it doesn't stop. They're trying to sell you on every angle. And I can't be mad at it because I know they're just raising money for whatever they're underfunded on.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
Well, speaking of Disney, Moana, the live-action version, was number 1 at the box office over the weekend, but it had a disappointing total. The movie cost $250 million to make. It made $95 million total globally. Moana 2 sequel that came out 2 years ago, the animated film, made over $1 billion during its run, and it made $225 million in its opening weekend.
Wow.
So much less interest in this live action The Rock movie. Also, the reviews, we talked about it, I think last Thursday, they were in the 60s. It's down to the 30s. The
On
critics
Rotten Tomatoes?
hate this movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Wow,
It dropped. That's crazy.
It is
Big drop.
somewhat of a weird thing because the animation version is so gorgeous. It was such a great production. And so this is, I think, verbatim almost.
That's what the critics say. They said it was beat for beat, or the same as the original
Who needs
movie,
it?
but without its soul. Like, it lost something through this live action stuff. And it's also mostly CGI other than the actual people that are in the
Which
movie.
is interesting that you say it lost its soul because the people actually have
It's so
souls.
weird.
So you would hope that they would deliver the lines with such impact and you'd be like, wow, you'd be moved by it.
It's not the case.
Kenny, what else do you have?
We talked about this last week. Meta on July 7th launched an AI photo generation feature called Muse Image. And what it could do was reportedly scrape photos from any public Instagram account for you to use and create new images. So you can manipulate the photos in whichever way you please.
Which sounds like the most egregious forward move that they could make. I was actually shocked. I know I've seen them do some pretty wild things, but that sounded shocking to me.
Yeah, and you weren't the only one shocked because it sparked severe public backlash. And 3 days later, on July 10th, they have scrapped that feature. It no longer
Look at that.
exists.
Good.
Okay.
Boom.
You see what happens when people unite
Yes.
against something?
There is so much power in unity. And last week, when did you report on that when it first popped up? Because we talked about it.
I think it was Tuesday the 7th.
Tuesday.
The day it launched.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember saying, we don't have to be on social media. It's
Right.
not something we have to do. And you get enough people who say, I'm done with this, and look at that. And then I'm sure they invested a ton of money in that and everything.
Yeah, and people have the option to opt out as well. So I wonder if a lot of people just opted out and they were like, this is not worth it.
Yeah, well, you had individuals protesting this, but also you had big organizations like SAG-AFTRA. They criticized the move. They said anything short of an explicit, conspicuous opt-in process was unacceptable given the known dangers of non-consensual digital replicas.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So a lot of people got behind getting rid of this thing, and Meta did. They broke.
I wonder if they're just testing us. They're just pushing the boundaries a little more. See how much they're going to go for. Will they be okay with this? Oh, all right. Well, a little too much.
I mean, if they didn't, I don't know how they couldn't have seen this coming. You know?
Well, they don't seem to care about people.
I guess not.
I mean, maybe they do. I could be wrong. Maybe
Seems like they don't.
Maybe they're very nice people. I don't know. Anyway, Kenny, what else do you have?
Well, this was all over the internet, a very scary situation at Yellowstone National Park. A 65-year-old man was thrown 8 feet into the air by a charging bison.
I did see that video,
Yeah.
and I felt for him because sometimes when you hear these stories, it's because people are too close or trying to get a selfie. But he was a pretty good distance. I felt like the bison went looking for trouble. Bison was like, "What you say? You said something, guys? Like I'm just breathing air."
Yeah.
Yeah, bison was just going after it.
And I think the rule is what, 25 yards?
Yeah, they say you have to keep at least a 25-yard distance or view the bison from inside a vehicle whenever possible. So
He was far away, right?
according to the photographer who captured this all on video, he said everybody there, including this man and his grandson, who thankfully the grandson was unharmed, but everybody kept a respectful distance. It is rutting season or mating season for these bison, and the photographer described the bull bison as an agitated, ticked off, and charging at anything and everything.
Wow,
So
that's
this
terrifying.
was a bison in a mood.
Yeah, I don't need it. I know no one needs this. They're beautiful, but they know how to move way faster than I knew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got to be careful. And the video
fast.
is horrifying, but I think he's going to be okay, right?
Yeah, according to the latest reporting, he is still in the hospital, but he's expected to
Good.
make a recovery.
Kenny, what else you got?
In the WNBA, the New York Liberty came up short against the Toronto Tempo yesterday, but it was a very exciting final minutes of the game when New York Liberty guard Bonijah Laney Hamilton was ejected after throwing a shoe that hit Toronto guard Marina Mabry square in the back.
Oh, no.
Was she aiming for her?
So if you ask the coach and if you ask Bonijah, no. So she was actually on the bench at the time. She wasn't even on the court. Her teammate, Jonquel Jones' shoe fell off on the previous play, and Bonijah said she was trying to throw the shoe back to her teammate, but ended up hitting Marina Mabry square in the back, and she was ejected from the game by the officials.
Well, I don't know. These are professional basketball players. Like, they get a lot of shots in, and they're good at, like, targeting where they want to throw what they're
Right.
going to throw. Are you sure she didn't try to hit her?
Well, Jonquel Jones was right behind Marina Mabry, so it was in the direction of her
Right,
teammate,
right. Okay.
but it wound up hitting her opponent square in the
right.
back.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and I guess this was her second technical of the game, and Biana and Marina Mabry were, I guess, chirping back and forth at each other. So with 2 technical fouls, she was ejected, and we'll see what happens if she's fined or anything like that, suspended for future games.
It makes sense then for people to think that she was throwing the shoe at
Right.
Right.
Mabry.
Yeah.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
That's right. It's some ancient wisdom right there that you're quoting. Kenny, what else you got?
TJ, I know you were against taking naps for a long time, but you've since changed your tune, right?
Well, I try to avoid them.
Okay.
I load myself up with caffeine, within reason, coffee.
Yeah.
Love
So you found a
coffee.
healthier solution to a
Right,
nap.
just
Yeah, good.
forcing myself to
Right.
stay awake.
Healthy, question mark.
No, I do occasionally take a nap. I just hate the way I feel when I wake up, but I think it's good for you.
Yeah, sleep experts agree naps are a good thing. Now, they shouldn't be a replacement for a good night's sleep. You do want to prioritize that, but a nap during the day can be very beneficial. The sleep experts say they found a sweet spot time for when you should take the nap. And if you work a regular schedule, that time is between 1 and 3 p.m. and should only last 10 to 30 minutes.
10 to 30, okay.
That's not long enough.
But also, if you're working regular hours, like a 9 to 5,
It's hard to do.
right?
You'd have
You
to
taking
take
a nap
that
at.
Yeah, on your lunch break, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, then you don't eat.
Yeah. Eat or sleep. Eat or sleep.
So
Which
either way,
one?
you're gonna have an attitude. Because if you don't have enough sleep, you're gonna have an attitude. If you don't eat, you're
Right.
gonna have an attitude. So
Well-
pick your attitude.
Funny enough, the times I most often take a nap, it's because my wife forces me. She doesn't give me a choice. She's like, you need to take a nap.
Probably
'Cause
because you have an attitude.
Well, I'll say something. I'll just go one step over the line. You need to take a nap. All right, fine. All right, I'll go to jail, the bed. Here we
She
go.
could throw a shoe at you, but instead she says you should
Take a
probably
nap.
take a
That's
nap.
right.
And she's always right with that one. So I listen and I take the nap. Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
You gave a report a little earlier about Moana. It was apparently disappointing at the box office.
Yep.
Alicia in Wisconsin, you saw it and you liked it?
I did. It was so good. It was so good. And with it being the real life, it made things so much more real. Like the part where the grandmother dies, I literally cried.
Oh, wow. Okay. So maybe it's not as bad as all the critics are saying. So you saw the original one, obviously.
Yes.
And you like the fact that they just used a bunch of people to bring it to life, even though it's almost the same movie verbatim.
Yeah. And I mean, we knew all the songs, so we were singing along with the movie, and that was really awesome. But there are parts that were different, and Hey Hey in real life was absolutely hilarious. And then even some of the things with The Rock that, you can't capture facial expressions or things like that as well in a cartoon, seeing it in the real life made it even more funny.
Great. Well,
That's a glowing review.
yeah, now that you said that, maybe I'll go hit up the theaters. And if you don't mind, dee 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 dee. Go ahead.
I don't know what that is.
I thought you were a fan of Moana.
I
Well, okay, what song do you want to sing?
am.
Go ahead, give me something. Give me just a little bar.
Oh my gosh. There's a light in the night, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Very nice voice.
A cappella. What's your deal? Are you a singer or have you sung on anything
You
before?
should be.
Yeah, I mean, I am local karaoke celebrity. That's about it.
Nice.
Kills it in karaoke, man.
What's your song in karaoke?
Something More by Sugarland.
All right, give me a little something of that. A little piece of that.
Oh my gosh. Running out of gas and out of time. Never gonna make it there by 9.
Okay, cool.
There's gotta be something more. How do you stop this? That's the climax.
It keeps us wanting more. We're gonna have to show up at the bar if we want to hear the end.
Finish that.
Yeah. No,
I was feeling it. Thank you, Heather.
I
I'm
feel
not as
that.
good a singer as she is, though.
That's cool. Well, hey,
great.
you think you'd ever want to take singing lessons, or you're not that deeply interested in it?
If I had time. I mean, I always wanted to be on American Idol, but those are for, all the gorgeous looking people who have all the time in the world and so much money for singing lessons.
There's some ugly people on American Idol.
Hey, listen,
I'm not saying I'm ugly. I just...
we appreciate you listening. And thanks for the
That's
positive
funny.
Moana review. My kids, I know they want to see it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So now I feel a little bit better
I hope-
about dropping the cash for it.
I hope you go see it. And yeah, it does kind of look funny with The Rock with hair.
Hey, there you go.
Very
Right.
interesting.
Alicia, thank you for listening to our show.
Yes, you're welcome.
What'd you say?
Say except you're welcome.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you. You have a great rest of your week, okay?
You too. Bye.
Ooh, it looks like we have a little update here. Mark in West Virginia.
I made you a promise.
Oh my goodness, it's finally here. Did you watch The Sheep Detectives? Mark called and he recommended a movie that we watch or a show that we watch. Mark, did you watch The Sheep Detectives? My recommendation for you.
Yes.
Did you cry during the movie?
It was hard not to.
Oh, okay. A little tear fell. All right.
So a tear fell out of your eyeball.
Yes. So did
That
TJ's.
was probably right up there with the first Shrek.
By the way, just for the record, Mark, I teared up, but a tear didn't come out of my eye.
I don't believe that, T.
No, it's true. You can ask my kids. They did ask me why I sounded like I was getting choked up. That happened. But I didn't actually allow a tear to fall out of my eye.
If your kids didn't interrupt you with a tear
But
falling out.
it was,
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good, and it was just wild how they done certain things.
Yeah, aren't sheep amazing? They could solve crimes now. It's amazing.
Well, they are detectives.
Yeah. No, it's great. And the premise for this story is what actually brought me into it. I thought it was very clever. There was a shepherd of this flock of sheep, and he was reading them bedtime stories every night. And they were detective stories, like solving crimes. What he didn't know, and you find this out right at the beginning of the movie, this is even in the trailer. I'm not ruining anything.
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
What you didn't know is that the sheep were actually listening to the words that he was reading to them. Through that, they learned how to solve crimes. And it was a very clever plot. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad you enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I really did. I appreciate you doing it. Now you got to return the favor.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the show that you watched.
I am gonna watch that show that you recommended.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
on
watch it.
Netflix?
It is on Netflix, yes.
Am I allowed to steal your
Because I
password, or that's not allowed
promised
anymore,
you that I would
J-Bo?
watch
That's not
it.
allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, they flag you.
I mean, we could try.
No, I don't want to do anything illegal. No, all right, I'll order it. What can I get? What's the entry level? Is it like $30 to get into Netflix?
No, not yet.
What's the price? The lowest one?
No, it ain't. No,
I
that's
think
why
it's
we
around
went
like $10 a month for the ad version.
10?
10, 11, something like that.
They really bother me because I used to subscribe to the DVDs. They'd mail to the house. Remember those days?
Yeah, I remember. I subscribed though.
I was an OG, and they're still going to charge me that much?
That's right.
All right. Well, Mark, for you, I will subscribe to Netflix, and my kids will be thrilled because we're supposed to watch Happy Gilmore 2. We're supposed to watch Nate Bargatze. And I've been telling them no, but now I'm going to tell them that Mark insists that I try a show, and so I'm going to do that for you. Okay, Mark?
Hi, buddy.
There's Mark, Mr. Show Recommender, and he cried during Sheep Detectives. What a wonderful
One
way
tear.
to start this week. Wait, what does the sheep say?
That's great.
That's
Mark.
a crying sheep right there. Say, this is the TJ Show if you can do it. Thank you for turning on your radio.
I'm Jake Halpern, host of Deep Cover, a show about people who lead double lives. We're presenting a special series from Australia. It's all about a family who was conned by a charming American.
When you marry someone, you feel like you really know them.
I was just gobsmacked as to what's going on here.
Does the name Leslie Manookian mean anything to you?
Oh, you bet. Never forget her.
Listen to Deep Cover Presents Snowball, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Amelia Retaller.
And Evan Lazarus.
And this is Girls Rewatch Podcast, a podcast about girls,
TV,
and girls on TV.
We spent the last 2 years watching every episode of HBO's Girls, written by Lena Dunham. We spent time analyzing the character dynamics,
compared the culture then to the culture now,
and asked our guests important questions like,
Girl, what girl are you? And girl, did we have fun. We got to talk to iconic guests such as Zasha Mamet, Andrew Rannells, and even Judd Apatow. Now it's time for us to dive into our new era where we will be rewatching every episode of Abby and Alana's Broad City.
We're so excited to be walking down memory lane in army jackets, little vans, and fugly jeans.
So get in that subway car headed to Gowanus from Astoria because, girls, it's time to hack into Broad City.
I wish there was a train that connected Astoria to Gowanus.
Be sure to follow along on our journey by subscribing to the podcast. We release new episodes every Tuesday.
This is the TJ Show. What did you do this weekend, J-Bo?
My nieces and nephews are visiting for the summer, so my husband Archie and I took them to the beach.
The beach? Oh,
yeah.
Very nice.
Sand everywhere. Everywhere.
Boardwalk games, just beach?
Just a beach.
Okay.
I don't really give my money to boardwalk games.
Do you have a good time at the beach? Like just sitting in the sun?
We have an umbrella, so that's nice. Nice little shade. I don't mind being there and listening to the ocean, but I have noticed that like the older I've gotten, I just don't like the sand everywhere anymore. I don't like the beach as much as I used to.
Yeah, does your car have sand all over it?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else seems to love the beach. I have a hard time just sitting there in the sun, frying.
Yeah, I have a hard time like walking up and down a boardwalk. Like growing up in Florida, there's beaches everywhere, and sometimes you get a boardwalk, sometimes you don't. And then I was born on an island. I was born in Puerto Rico, so like boardwalks are a thing of like nothing my mother took interest in, so I didn't take interest in it.
Yep.
We're there for the water, that's it.
What I've noticed about beaches, which is kind of irritating to me, everybody brings their own portable Bluetooth speaker, and it's just like who could play their music the loudest and ruin your time.
Thankfully, it was pretty quiet around
Good for
us.
you,
yeah.
Leave it to people to destroy the sound of the ocean with Bluetooth signals everywhere.
And that's me complaining about this. You know, I love consuming media and entertainment.
Yeah. Heather, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I was assisting my husband in being a Pokemon catcher this weekend.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
So share what you did, because it sounds like you actually got social, or you tried to.
Well, basically, we just walked around for 2 hours in the downtown of where we live and caught fake animals on a cell phone.
So your
I
husband...
didn't. I watched.
So
and
he's
just
a
made
big
comments.
fan of this Pokemon game, which people still play. Apparently,
it's the 10th anniversary.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a big like event.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
And if you don't know what this is, you log into the app and then you put your phone up and it like inserts fake digital creatures in wherever you're walking,
you
right?
have to
Is that
like
right?
lure them to you and then catch them in a ball is kind of you can like feed them candy and stuff. It's actually weird.
What you were describing is that you went out and there were actually other people in your community that you found that were doing the same thing.
Right.
Can you believe this?
There was like a group of like 15 other people that we kind of just like followed like slightly behind a little bit. And then like, cause you have to do these like raids they're called, and you need more than one person to do the raid in order to beat the Pokemon. Then you can catch the Pokemon. I don't know all the rules.
Doesn't it freak you out a little bit that you're almost being herded like cattle? Like this phone has drawn human beings together to start herding together to play this dumb game. It feels weird to me.
It's cool, I guess. I mean, if we were actually social and we wanted to make some friends, we could have. We didn't talk to them at all. We just literally followed behind them like 20 paces.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, glad you had a good time.
Got your steps in.
You had your steps in?
I was there.
Yeah, that's cool. So I just heard that our Kenny got a text message and it said, "Hello, my Grand Slam," from his fiance.
Very sweet.
And this ties into what you're doing way later tonight.
Yeah, we're going to the home run derby.
Look at that.
Oh, I thought it was
in our backyard.
Thought it was tied into breakfast. You know, Denny has a grand slam.
Oh,
pretty good.
Yeah, well, it turns out that so we're near the Philly area, and the home run derby, the All-Star game, it's all happening in this area. And I'm surprised you got tickets. Isn't that a hot ticket?
It is. And I don't think the home run derby has ever been in Philadelphia, but my future father-in-law is the man, and he got us tickets, I think, as soon as they went on sale.
Look at this.
Yeah, Allison and I will be going tonight. I found my glove, thank God, because I think it'd be silly to not go to a home run derby or go to a home run derby without your glove.
So I found out he's sitting in the bleachers, which is like the most coveted spot for the home run derby.
We are in home run territory.
That is fun, but can you imagine you go to this thing and no one hits a home run? They're all foul balls.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess
what a disappointing thing.
Anything could happen.
Don't want that for you, but disappointing.
No, but don't they hit like over 100 balls?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every batter participating gets 20 swings every round.
And some of them hit like 15 or so you're almost certainly going to get a ball hit at you.
Yeah, I mean, you've had guys hit 20 home runs in a single round. I'm convinced. I'm coming here tomorrow with at least one ball that I caught.
And are there other MLB players like pitching that to these batters or?
No, it's like batting practice. So they'll have either coaches, and some of them actually have their fathers throwing their batting practice.
So they're not hitting legit home runs?
Yeah, that's how it's always been, though, Heather.
Oh, wait, that's all. Hold on, back up.
Dumb.
Wait, the dads are coming to throw the ball?
Yeah, Ben Rice from the New York Yankees, and I think one other player.
That's awesome.
Their fathers will be throwing their pitches to
I mean,
them.
that's nice and all, but they're not hitting legit home. I thought they were I thought these were the people who were the best at hitting home runs or just knocking them out of the park.
Well, I don't understand. What do you think? Of course, that's what it is. But they're just getting meatballs thrown down the middle of the plate.
Yeah, that's lame.
It's an easy ball to hit, so you are going to have possibly a lot of home runs.
On someone's father.
No, you couldn't.
I think I can.
No, you could not hit a home run.
How dare you?
What guarantees that ball's going to make it to plate? Especially if it's not like an actual legit pitcher.
Well, yeah, no, I don't know how the dads. Are the dads former pitchers?
I think the dads are at least good enough to throw batting practice. Again, there's little lobs right over the plate. It's not that big of a deal.
I just fell in love with that. That was why I used to love Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Because he had that stance and he would swing for the fences. That was always very exciting. And then Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, who doesn't love that? They used to have the home run derby in that game,
In
right?
the game, yeah, for Super Nintendo.
I love that. Well, listen, if you catch 2 balls, could I have one of your balls?
Yes.
Do you, anyone else? You guys?
Wouldn't his future wife want one of his balls?
Yeah, I guess you'd have to give it. All right, third ball.
One for me, one for Allison. Any extras are
Can
coming.
I have your third ball?
Yes.
Well, is your future father-in-law going with you?
No, he just got the tickets for us.
Okay, so he gets the first ball, or at least the second ball.
Oh, all right.
He got the tickets.
Can I have your 4th ball?
Yes, you can.
Okay. 4th ball, baby. You better catch 4 balls.
I want to. I think I might have a good chance.
There was a story that came up. It was a study that said romantic relationships in the workplace have been on an extreme decline, gone way down. We were wondering why, and we just assumed, well, it's probably kind of risky to risk your career if you really care about your career.
Sure.
But Chris, in North Carolina, you have some experience in this area.
It never worked out. They got people that like you that can't stand that person. They got people that like that person that can't stand you. You may have to leave and go work at another place.
Yeah. Now, you speaking from experience?
Yes.
Who was the lady?
It was my second ex-wife.
Oh,
yeah, it didn't work out.
Okay, gotcha. So, how did it start? Just out of curiosity. Not that I need romantic music, but why
Well,
not? Go ahead.
we just started talking, and then one thing led to another, and told my boss, So
Wait. One thing led to another. There's a lot of things in there
that
I'm.
lead to other things.
So how does it start? Does it start with you glancing at her at
yes,
you?
and I was interested in her. We started dating, and
What was the first move? Like, who makes the first move in that scenario? Were you the boss? Were you the manager? Were you the employee?
I was the manager.
Okay, manager. Who makes the first move there?
I did.
Oh, look at you.
So you asked her out?
I did.
Okay.
Where do you take her on that first date?
I took her to Applebee's.
Applebee's, okay. And then do you talk about the job? Like, hey, how have you been doing with work?
Do you give her an employee review? A performance review?
No, well, later that night, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Christopher.
Man,
my goodness.
Those 2 for $25 at Applebee's go a long way.
Yeah.
Gable went there, I didn't.
All I asked if you gave her a performance review because you're her manager.
Yes, it's about the job.
Yes.
I know where you were going with that.
Thank you.
Once you guys, when you split, did you guys continue working together, or did one of you have to leave the office?
No, I was at a different store, and she stayed at the one she was at.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing all that. Warning, according to Chris, it never works out to date someone at the office. And yeah, maybe that's part of the reason why that study said it's declining fast.
It just doesn't work out. It may seem like it is, but it's not.
Okay. Question that I think Kenny's wondering, was she hot?
Me, she was.
Yeah, okay, cool. There's your answer, Kenny.
Kenny wasn't wondering that at all. That was you, sir.
I mean, she is my second ex-wife, so...
Chris, we appreciate you listening. Thanks for joining in. You're the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Heartthrob, Chris.
Yeah.
Mr. Manager. He's got it going on. Nice. This is the TJ Show.